This episode of the Relationship Status Podcast is brought to you by the Southern Elegance Candle Company, where modern values meet Southern charm. Right now, check out their fall and holiday collection with candle scents such as caramel latte, fireside, sweet potato and brown sugar, and our personal favorite, orange spice. The scent is cloves wrapped in a citrusy orange essence that takes you all the way back to grandma's house. This one is sure to be your favorite, just like it is ours. So visit secandleco.com and use our promo code CRUX, that's CRUX, for 15% off all regularly priced items. That's secandleco.com, where they lovingly craft each scent and city combination to elicit a fond memory to whisk you to a place of pure joy. And we're back. Welcome back to Pass the Remote, brought to you by Crux Media, where they take care of all your podcast needs. From starting a podcast to monetizing it, they have you covered. Contact them via email at info@cruxmediagroupllc.com. We're here recording Married at First Sight, Season 3, Episode 17, Decision Day. Down and dirty decision day. And remember, you can catch us anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast. If you missed this live, you can catch us on anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast for free. Make sure to like, comment, share, and 5-star rate. If you want to join the conversation, email us, relstatepodcast@gmail.com, or give us a call, 843-310-8637. And we are back in the house once again, bringing you another live right here. Crux Media Studios. And of course, I am with the homie, the big homie. You know who she is. She brings all the joy. It is from My Girl Speak with Key podcast. It is Key. Welcome to the show, Key.
Hey, happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. It's Thursday already?
It is.
Oh my God.
Guess what?
It's Thursday?
No, my birthday is Saturday.
Oh, happy birthday. Well, let's get everybody else in and we're going to say you happy birthday. We're going to get everybody else in here and we're going to say happy birthday. Next up to join, we're going to go ahead and get all the way from PA, my man, Big Kid Envy. Oh, my cuz, Ibby. What's happening, cuz? What's up, man?
What's goody?
Man, how the week treat you, man?
My week is always stressed. You know, my job.
Always stressed?
My job does that to me. But it's good because I got my...
You got that Dr. Pepper.
I spiked it with a little Dominican rum, so I'm Gucci.
Ain't you good? It ain't like back in the day when we used to put the Bacardi Limon in the Sprite bottle.
In that overproof.
Back in the green room, we'll tell you a story about overproof and somebody saying they see God. Anyway, man. If you want to know about that story, email us. We'll email you the story. All right. Next up, all the way from Atlanta, man, we got our boy, Big Jeff, aka Big Muffins. What's happening, Jeff?
We got the salute on for the Wi-Fi.
What's up?
Hey man, hey. First off, shouts out to all the vets out there, man. Let's give them a shout out. Want to make sure that we definitely take our time to appreciate our veterans, those people that fight on the front lines each and every day. So shouts out to you. Hope that you enjoyed your day. I had to go to work, so no privileges for me. But hey, here we are. All right. Next up, guys. Hey, Saturday, we're not going to be live on Saturday, right? And Saturday is Key's birthday. All right, so we going to sing We're gonna sing happy birthday, or somebody want to play a happy birthday song?
I don't sing.
All right, give Key a happy birthday. Somebody give Key a happy birthday.
Go, shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, it's not your birthday. You'll find me in
Oh, yes.
have a sit tight in the making love. Come give me a hug.
You'll get canceled.
You'll find me
Yeah. Oh yeah, turn that
You
off.
say a lot of bad words in that song.
Yeah, turn that off. Turn that off, cuz.
I appreciate it.
All right. Well, we're back here now. We're ready for at that dude Jeff's.
Yeah, you see the little spinning circle?
Yeah, his segment. We ready for his segment, but like,
He's in his chair.
Well, can you talk? Can we hear you?
no, we can't hear him. I don't know what's going on.
Didn't Marvin Gaye have a song about that?
What's going on?
Yeah.
Hopefully he comes back. Let's do this. I guess we're gonna do the show in reverse.
Okay.
We'll come back to the who said that segment with Jeff,
Okay.
because I know he works on that.
He takes that very seriously.
He takes that very seriously,
Mhm.
and we need to make sure.
Serious.
Huh?
I think he takes the snacks more serious.
Now that might be true, but you know, let's go ahead and let's get into the show. And I left my iPad. Jesus. Okay. They basically start out first. Let's go couple by couple.
Okay.
Gonna ask you some questions. Pretty much, a lot of people had their predictions correct. I think all of you guys had your predictions correct. Who missed one? You was good, Key. I think everybody had the same predictions, right?
Mhm.
Except for me.
I think I switched up at the end, so I think I missed one because I thought that Rachel was going to say no to Jose.
And we'll get to that because I thought something about that. All right, so they start out with Miller and Gil. Both Miller and Gil sit down in good spirits. They definitely had some odd moments, like Miller genuinely saying that she hated her wedding. But that it was worth it to get Gil. She's also wearing a new ring because the one she had originally was given was ugly. And for those of y'all who did not see it, oh, that dude, you're back.
50% back.
He's 50% back? Okay. I guess we're going to go with the show. All right. All right. So for those who didn't see it, let's go ahead and watch this.
So here we are, finally decision day.
I have a question. Is that your wedding ring?
No. Did you see my wedding ring? It's ugly.
Mirla, I'm seeing a theme.
Your moodiness puts me in a bad place and brings me down.
What about your feelings when you talk about money with him? I know there's been a lot of back and forth on that.
I think for me, when we talk about finances and like the future, it worries me.
She's money driven and I'm not.
It worries me because we do not align in what we want for our family.
We really thought this would be something that you would both choose: love, happiness, family, values, shared life, over the discrepancy in pay. Were we wrong?
Yeah. Ibrahim, what are your thoughts on her feelings of, like, basically how Mirla dealt with everything, the wedding, the ring? Like, if you bought your wife a ring and she went and bought her own ring, what would your thoughts be on that?
All right. So first of all, I would have presented her with a new ring on decision day, because you already know the rings was plain. Everybody had on a plain old band. It was corny. It was generic. You know what I'm saying? And you know, when I got married, I spent like $800 on a ring set, and then about a year and a half later, I dropped $3,200 on a new ring set. You know what I'm saying? My wife had she had 2 bands and the engagement part, and that was I think it was all total weight for the diamond was like 3/4. 3/4. You know what I'm saying? It was a good ring. You know what I mean? For 32. So I would have at least went and copped her a new ring. But she also said that this was the key words to me. She said she never wanted a wedding.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be whack. It's gonna be whack for you because you're doing something that's outside of your comfort zone. But she said that it was worth it, even though she did not enjoy it. It was worth it to her. So I don't really care. I think that's what's up. Like, you do what you do.
All right. Hey, what you think, Key?
I agree with Ibby. First of all, when he purchased the ring, he didn't even know who his wife was. He didn't know what her taste was. It was a really basic. I think the only thing they really had was the bands. I don't think they actually had like the engagement part because technically they never were engaged. Not really. So I wouldn't have took offense to that. Because he know what kind of wife he has, for one. And for two, he didn't technically buy her a ring. He bought a ring, but he bought it for whoever was going to be on the other end.
Whoever was going to be there.
It wasn't personalized. It's not like he took time looking for it.
But don't they pick out the rings like the production people?
I've heard different. The seasons are different. I heard in earlier seasons where production got the rings, and then I heard one season where somebody said they paid for their own wedding and everything. So I don't know which one
it is.
Yeah, I don't know how the new seasons are, but the older ones, they were responsible for their own stuff.
Hey, if anybody knows, please go ahead and email us, relstatpodcast@gmail.com. Let us know, man. We'll bring it up on the next episode because we still got one more to go next week, the reunion show. So we'll be back with you.
In 2 weeks.
It's going to be spicy.
That's in 2 weeks?
If I'm not mistaken, that's not next week. It's in 2. I'll confirm it.
All right.
They're going to be trying to cut into my ghost time because ghost starts on the 21st.
Yeah, they will.
It's like at the end of November. It's not next week.
All right. Well, we're probably going to have to do that remote.
Oh, yeah, because if it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I won't be here. I'll be in New York. So I have to go to the studio in PA. I'll bring the wireless mics and I'll make it. I'll bring the wireless mic and plug into his board.
Just don't bring Jeff's Wi-Fi.
I don't think it's Jeff's Wi-Fi. I'm telling you, I think it's the computer. He had the other computer last time.
Right, switch up.
Can't catch a break tonight.
Nah, man, can't catch a break tonight.
It's I don't know what it is, man. I ain't touching the agree with my prayer circle right now.
You ain't touching the agree with your prayer circle right now.
You got to bring big muscle energy.
Yeah, man. Hey, are
you
good
know
enough?
what? That's what it is. That's what it is.
All right. After Miller, after we finish with Miller and so Jeff, what did you think about their interaction through the whole that whole decision process?
I think it was interesting. Hearing Mirla talk about her wedding was not a surprise to me because at this point nothing surprised me about her. But it did point out something I think again that I'm going to go back to when it talks about finances again and just how the difference in importance of money. Whereas compared to her, she might have saw the wedding as a waste of money. As compared to Gil, he might have saw the wedding as a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm going to say something that I think is really crazy. I think Mirla is better with money than Gil is with money.
That ain't crazy.
Oh, 100%.
That's a fact.
I just think
that's
because
that's facts. That's facts.
Yeah, because she was like, yo, look, I could have done without a wedding. Like I didn't want a wedding. I just wanted a husband.
Mm-hmm.
He just gets what he needs and makes sure his bills is paid. That's it.
Yeah. But I think some of that is out of need. And I think since he's never really had, he doesn't know what it's like to have. So Mirla's like, shit, I got. You know what I mean? And so once you get to the point where you got, then you kind of live differently. Like life changes. And I think he's just got to come to that. But for some previews, they had, I don't know. Now, my big question I'm going to have with each couple We're going to go over what their decision was, and they decided, big shocker, they decided to stay together. Well, my question is, Key, do you agree or disagree with them staying together?
Leave the preview out of it.
Yeah, you gotta leave the preview out.
Okay, finances really can
Better
make
be
and
honest
break.
too.
Finances can really make and break a relationship. And with that being said, I don't agree with them staying together. Because even with the way that they talk on decision day, like the way that they spoke about the differences in money, it's really concerning. It really is.
Okay, J.O. Curb, over watching us on YouTube, he said, they said, but if you go back and watch, Gil is wearing Burberry shirts. I was not aware.
That's because Mirla probably dressed them.
On Unfiltered, he be having designer shoes on.
Yeah, nah. He said himself, he was like, he said, I'm not money driven, but I do like to buy nice things. So where he does have, like, he's not gonna shop in anything probably less than Macy's or Nordstrom.
Okay, I mean,
but he's not buying. Like, he might go hit the off the rack joint rather than spending $3,000-$4,000 in a clip.
Yeah, I got you. But is it because he can afford, like I said, as a firefighter, he can afford things. He may not make as much as Mirla because he's just starting out. What I said, he was about 2 or 3 years in or something like that. Mm-hmm. So he's on the bottom end of the pay scale, but it's still a good pay scale. And he could probably afford some things and does some things. But I just think Mirla, if she's like that drastically ahead of him, she just lives a different lifestyle. $100,000 lifestyle is different than a $50,000 lifestyle.
He said he's comfortable being like 1,000 in. You know what I'm saying?
A couple $100,000.
That says a lot, because if you think about it, I don't know about Houston, but FDNY, them dudes be making 50,000-60,000 to start. You know what I'm saying? And there's also perks because you're putting your life in danger. So you getting bread. Your health insurance, your life insurance, all that is there. So if he's not working for like some volunteer fire company, he making money. He making a decent salary. He just making a blue collar salary versus a white collar salary. But it has the potential to be a white collar salary the more time you put in. Because I know even Mo said that he wish he would have maxed his time out at OFB.
Yeah, he did say that.
Because it's good bread. Once you in it, it's good bread. So I don't know.
Okay, Joe Curb asked the question. And I'll start with you, Jeff. Can there be a balance in this marriage? Do you think that there's room for balance in this marriage?
Yeah, there can be a balance in this marriage, but it's going to take both of them to realize they're not the best in certain areas. I mean, Gil needs to realize he's not the best with money, and Mirla, I'm pretty sure, is going to have to bend on some other things. But as long as they're willing to compromise and communicate, it'll work out. Like, I don't really see like there being a big issue where, we come next week or whenever the heck the reunion show come on, and they be like, okay, we're getting a divorce.
Okay, what about you, Key?
It just depends on, like Jeff said, it depends on if they can find a common ground. Like, anyone can find a balance in any type of situation if you want to. It's going to have to be some give on both sides. Like, it's going to have to be some compromise on both sides. And I don't know if I believe that they can do that. But if they can do that, then I think there's a chance that it can work.
Okay. What about you, Eve? Do you think that they can ever find it? Like, because I don't know how much they will be able to find that balance.
I'm definitely say no, because of the simple fact that he is stuck. Like, he's stuck on being broke. Where she, as you know what I mean, she's not gonna stop. She's got a lot of push. You know what I'm saying? So she's gonna keep pushing. She's gonna keep I'm pretty sure she'd probably be wanting like $100,000 checks a month. You know what I'm saying? And she says she want to be a millionaire. So
is that wrong though? To want to be a millionaire is wanting to be a millionaire wrong?
Yes.
Why?
Money can't buy happiness.
It's not saying it's buying happiness, but if you have a goal, if you have a desire, forget desire. Let's say that you got this drive or this goal. Hey, look, my goal is to be a millionaire. And that's your goal. Is it wrong to have that as a goal?
No.
That's not saying that money is going to bring me happiness. That's just saying I want to live $1 million lifestyle because I come from, starting at the bottom, now we're here, So is it a question of, hey, look, money's not going to run me, but if I got it, I'm going to spend it. My bills ain't backed up. Ain't nothing getting repoed. I'm not getting kicked out of my house. Like, everything is caught up. My credit score is good. Why not? You can't take it with you.
I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with what you're saying. The problem is, how do I put it? The problem is, when you got it, are you going to be content? Because her problem is she's never content.
And I understand that.
So forget the money. Forget the money. Because if I tell you I love you 100 times a day, right? Are you going to be content with that 100? Or are you going to sit there and look like I should be giving you 150?
Some people will be looking for the 150.
Just like Rachel said, that's a character flaw. You know what I'm saying? She was so broke that now she desires to never be broke, which is fine. But how far are you going to go to not be broke? You know what I'm saying?
See, but I don't know if she's like, what is she doing to not be broke? I just think she's just working hard, apparently.
Yo, look at let's use hip hop for an example. You got dudes out there that's worth billions, right? They not happy because they got billions. They're happy because they succeeded in something that they told they couldn't have, right? Nobody told Marilyn she couldn't be rich. You know what I'm saying? So look at all the dudes that get the fast cash. They signing for millions. They fizzle off and they broke and they struggling. You know what I'm saying? Look at the hip hop cats from our era. They never gonna be broke. Because all they gotta do is go perform. Everybody loved music from the 80s and the hip and the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So all they gotta do is go perform. That's a couple $100,000. I feed my family. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? They're content with what they did because for them it was about what they're doing, not what they're getting. Because they were signing contracts that were for millions, but the millions was going to the company, not to them. They like I forget who said it, but matter of fact, it was Snoop that said it on Gilly podcast. He was like, yo, I'm not getting no royalties. I signed my life away. I'm not getting no royalties. I get paid off of performance. So if I don't perform, I don't get paid. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Where are you gonna be content? Where are you gonna be content? Because I'm gonna be content. My bills is paid. I could go shopping. I could buy this. I could do that. I could do whatever. I don't need to make another meal on top of that meal to say I'm good, because she's never gonna stop saying she's never gonna say she's good. She's just gonna keep pushing, and that is not necessarily like narcissistic, but it is a what I forget what they call it. It's compulsive.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta chill. You know what I mean? I got a little tax money. I pay my bills. I'm like, yo, I'm winning. You know what I'm saying? Go buy me a pair of boots or some sneakers. I'm winning. I don't need more. You know what I'm saying? I do understand generational wealth. Like, I do want my money to continue on to my kids and this, that, and the third, but that's fine. But she talking about chasing a bag for herself. and making sure her kids is good, but not are they good later on.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And that's where Gil ain't there either. So it's not all about Maryla. Gil ain't there neither. If Gil died today, all right, my family might be taken care of, but what do they have? They gonna have to work just as hard as he did. Bars.
Apparently.
They have the verses back there. It's all good.
Yeah, hey, man, listen, kids, man, I tell you, they always want to interrupt a show. All right.
We're gonna have to get them on.
We're gonna have to get them on. They was on the DJ Blaze radio show podcast a couple weeks ago. If you did not hear that, please go check it out. Oh, an announcement real quick. Amir and Edison are coming out with a podcast. I think we're gonna drop it sometime in December.
What?
Yes.
The snacks.
It's not past the snacks. We haven't. We're working out some names. We're working out some names right now. Let me see if I can. Let me see if you think we should get them on real quick. Just tell Amir.
Oh,
I know
this
you
is
didn't
going to be hilarious.
Amir.
Check the daddy vibes.
That's all dad vibes right there, boy. I love it.
Not you. Where's Amir? Get Amir. Let me get Amir.
Kids, call the kids.
Not you. Get the other boy. Get the other boy.
It's a lot going on right now. Like, what is?
How fast you think before Millie and Gil have some kids?
She said she wants some next year.
Say hello.
Hello.
Hey, boy.
Year.
What's up?
And you're gonna have to ask the question because they ain't got no.
Yeah, that's right. They ain't got no headphones. Here you go. Here you go.
Hey.
Hey. How are you?
Good.
What's up, boy?
What up, nephew?
Hey.
Like, who that?
Hey.
We didn't think about the topic to talk about before you got on.
Nah, we just gonna ask him straight up. So
Hey,
I heard that
you about to launch your show, man. How you preparing for the show?
I don't know at all. I gotta think about it.
You still working on the name?
Mm-hmm.
You sound like your daddy. He be late too.
Okay.
Hey, make sure he gets you a promo code when you start selling your merchandise.
Yeah, definitely make sure you got a promo code.
Okay.
Don't use promo code.
Always got that curls in there.
Yeah.
All right, back to the show.
Pass the remote and pass the mic because you got to pass.
All right, back to the show. Sorry for that sidebar, y'all. People who live. All right. So, Big Jeff, are you ready to run your segment? Okay.
His Wi-Fi ain't. Brother, we praying for you.
You know what's happening. I don't even know if y'all can hear me. It's raining really bad over here, so my soul is depressed.
Oh no, we got you. You actually coming in real clear right now, man. Go ahead and run that. Who said that segment with Jeff?
Okay. I'll try my best, guys. Hey, what's going on?
Dr. Pepper.
It's me. I blame Dr. Pepper. Let's see if we can get the theme music going. Can y'all hear the theme music?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we're in there. It's Big Muffin's energy being brought in the rain as we do. Who said that? Now, but first, before we go on with that, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, it's decision day. So let's have a moment of silence for all the couples who walked into decision day one way and left out another day way. It's been fun. We enjoyed the ride, but some of y'all I'm glad to see walk out the door.
Lord have mercy.
So just know that we will be thinking about you all the way up to the decision, to the reunion show. So this one's for y'all. So I pour out a little liquor. I ain't gonna pour out a little Gatorade for you. That's for y'all. All right. Enough of that.
I like that song. I really like that song.
That's me. That's the only song that came to my mind after a certain person left out of decision day that I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about.
Oh yes, Lord.
Where all my prayer warriors at? Listen to me, man. They coming through. They coming through, Perp. Don't worry, baby. We in here. We gonna stay in here, man. The prayer warriors never go undefeated. The Wi-Fi will be victorious. Hey, man. So look, let's go, man. Let's go with the first question, man.
Go ahead, let's go. We ready. We ready.
Let's go with the first question, man. All right. I'm gonna throw this one. All right. So this Pastor Kyle said this, but I want you to guess what woman was he talking about when he said this.
Ooh.
She's a supportive woman. She is funny as crap. She is outgoing. She is a ride or die chick forever. She is compassionate. She is empathetic. She's got her issues. She's got her challenges. But as far as wife material, she's wife material. As far as a wife, she's wife material. Who was Pastor Cal talking about? Was he talking about A? Was he talking about Mirla, Rachel, Ryan, or Brett? I put Ryan's name in there. Oh, so we got Carolina said Brett.
That was Brett, yes.
It was Keith.
Who you say, E?
Nah. It's Brett.
That was definitely Brett. Pastor Kyle was talking all about her and herself. All right, next one up, man. Who said this? 2 months ago, I said I do. Today, I could be saying goodbye. Was it A, Zachary, B, Rachel, C, Johnny, or D, Jose?
That was Johnny.
Definitely Johnny.
That was that fool, Johnny. And you know what I thought about when I was talking to Johnny? You know what I thought about when I thought of Johnny?
What was it?
He stuck again.
That is exactly what came to mind when I heard Johnny. Now, here we go. Up 3. Everybody's clean sweep right now. Third question. Who said this? Your moodiness puts me in a bad place because I become negative. Was it A, Gil, B, Zachary, D, Michaela, or C, Michaela, or D, Bow?
That was Gil, which is A.
Big Gil.
Clean sweep again, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I'm on fire tonight.
Gil. Y'all own it. Own it. They are on it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get this one on up out of here. All right, boom. All right, who said this? I don't understand how a respectful and good guy starts a dating app before the marriage is over. Was it A, Dr. Viviana, B, Pastor Kyle as he was reaching for the champagne, C, Ryan, or was it D, Dr. Pepper, aka Dr. 23?
I'm gonna have to go with Dr. Pepper.
It was definitely Dr. Pepper.
It was Dr. Pepper trying to explain or trying to get some understanding of why Ryan decides to start a dating app.
Which he still didn't answer that damn question.
He didn't answer the question, but I need for the reunion show to get here because she got some answers. I need her to explain.
I need to hear him.
I need to hear some.
Use box.
So far, Carolina has always been right.
Everybody is 100% for the day. They shoot 100 from the field. Is this last question?
I don't know.
No, I got one more question. All right, who said this? I feel like every argument that got heated, I didn't say what was on my mind because I was afraid I was just going to get louder and more angrier, and I didn't want that. Who said that? Was it A, Ryan, B, Rachel, C, Zachary, or D, Bow?
That was D, Bow.
Yep, Bow. With
definitely the Bow wearing that red dress for Ibby all through there. She wore that dress for Ibby. That she gets hand claps for that.
Yo, Bow and Bow, Rachel, and Brett was looking like some snacks up in.
Not Jeff snacks though. Not Big Muffin snacks.
Was it not Big Muffin snacks? By the way, Big Muffin snacks for today. Big Muffin snacks for today are the squeeze pouch applesauce.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
I love
Those
I
are
love
nice.
these. These are amazing.
That
This is not a Go-Gurt. It's applesauce. It's applesauce. It's not Go-Gurt.
Why is you taking your baby
Oh.
snacks?
That ain't my baby snacks, man. For me.
No, baby snacks be better snacks.
Why is you taking your child
Hey,
snacks?
all right. Wait, yo. I got one more question. I got one more question, and everybody knows the answer to this one. I got one more question. Everybody knows the answer to this one. Who said this? When I say I want to get a divorce, I want to divorce the last 8 weeks.
We said that.
Oh, Zach.
No. Yo, I'm gonna tell you what exactly came to mind when I heard that.
Yo, you remember in the Moses movie when Moses came down with the 2 slabs, the 10 commandments?
Yeah.
I'd like to take them 2 slabs and just smack the crap out of that. Just mush his brains and rattle them around in his head so he could say something that makes him sense.
All right, y'all. Let's go into the next one.
Wait, y'all. Carolina had won. Unfiltered ain't got nothing tonight.
Sure.
I don't know.
I have to call and verify.
Had nobody play the other night.
I have to call and verify.
Okay.
We'll send her an unfiltered hoodie.
Okay.
Caroline Watson, go ahead and send your send your size. Send your, hey, go ahead and send your size and address to go ahead and email that to RELSTATpodcast@gmail.com, and we'll go ahead and make sure we go ahead and get that out to you. No time. All right. Okay. After a roller coaster of marriage, Bao says that there are more highs than lows. I'm talking about we're getting to Johnny and Bao now. I'm sorry, my apologies. Not a correct intro.
They don't need one.
Johnny agrees with that, saying he enjoyed the small things that would remind him of their special relationship. Despite the issues with communication and running away on Johnny's part, the pair don't seem to have any regrets, which I thought that was one of those things where I thought that what's the word I'm looking for? Like I thought there would have been more disagreement in there. And then Johnny got called out on his conversation with Bao's best friend. Here's how it went.
That Sarah and I talked about our marriage. I was going through a rough time and I was feeling distraught. And it felt like she was the only person that understood why I was feeling these things.
When it all happened and all came forward, I was pretty devastated because I was already down about our marriage, made things worse. I felt so betrayed by my husband and my best friend. The one person in the whole village that's gonna say I'm crazy, you went with that person.
Perp said Jeff definitely stole that snack from a kid.
Perp, don't be a hater, bro. I got more. I got one for you. I got one for you, Perp.
Perp, email us your address, man. Jeff gonna send snacks.
Yo, Jeff, I got your back, bro. I got your back, Jeff, because I used to definitely jack my son's Mott's cinnamon applesauce.
This one is speedy strawberry. Speedy strawberry is the best.
I know they done got fancy. And the peach Mott's was good too.
Man, listen, can we get to it, please? Right. Okay, the question is Johnny full of shit?
That's the question?
That's the question.
We answered it all season.
No, just in this moment. In this moment, do you agree with his apology? Like, do you believe his apology is genuine? And do you believe that he's contrite, Eve?
I believe that I don't know the definition of that word. I'm going to say this. I don't feel that Johnny was full of shit because it all came out of his mouth. However, I do feel like the apology he gave, he should have given weeks before. Like right after they had that disagreement or that issue, he should have given her that apology because it didn't take any prying for him to realize he made a mistake. However, oh, bro, how do you disrespect somebody for weeks and then go, hey baby, you think you can still love me?
It's a yes for me.
Fam.
We didn't get to the answer. We didn't get to that yet. Let's smooth the people along slowly. Smooth them along slowly. They got to keep up.
What's smooth about this? It's been a train wreck for 3 weeks.
I honestly feel like if that dress brought Johnny back the way he was day one.
No, that dress last week. What she
The
had
sparkle with the shoes.
She had the curls.
Her Fashion Nova was on point.
Hey, listen, let me tell you, Bao got Nassau, but she would have got it that night.
Oh, biscuits. We'd have fluffed something. Pillows.
Made some gnocchi. That's what we would have made.
Something.
It's
gnocchi's Italian.
Gnocchi is Italian. Gnocchi is an Italian pasta. It's made out of potatoes.
Repeat after me.
Some water.
And it fluffed in water.
I heard you, Keith.
Oh my god!
I heard you, Keith.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You know what? On behalf of my fellow brother over there, I apologize because I did to be better too.
Carolina Watson, don't you do that.
So good.
Oh god.
He is good.
He is good now. All right, Jeff. What do you think, Jeff?
I think, to be honest with you, Johnny was coming from a place of he's more afraid of being alone than he is of being in that marriage. And I think that's really what that yes was, because he kept saying, what's the harm in saying yes?
Yeah, I didn't think
yeah, I think he had a realization too late. Like, I agree with everybody. Like, he should have put forth the effort more sooner. Definitely a whole lot sooner, because I mean he'd been dragging Bao for weeks. But then when it got down to decision day and he realized what he was about to lose, the fear of losing that, I think, pushed him to say yes more.
He should have stopped. He should have stopped reading that hentai and started reading Kama Sutra.
Now, what I would say, Jeff, I kind of disagree with you, because I'm gonna tell you after Key goes, I'm gonna tell you why he said yes. Go ahead, Key.
I think he said yes because of his conversation with his friends last week. Because all of his friends told him not to let her go. Like, it was one of those things. I think he wanted. Was that your answer?
No, that was not my answer.
Just looking at me kind of like weird. Like you had tension, like you want to fight.
You didn't want none of these problems.
Anyways, so I think that's what it was. Like, his friends, he thought that him going to them, they were going to be like, yeah, just leave her. He thought he was going to get that reassurance that he was doing the right thing, and they told him the opposite. And they reminded him of, what she had to offer. So I think that's why he changed his mind. On top of what y'all said, and he didn't want to be alone.
That's real. And I got 50 on Key.
Come on, man. I guess jiggy with it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, like, I'm gonna tell you why Johnny said yes.
Why?
Because he was on TV, and it's for the other hoes. It ain't.
She killed him.
Boy.
Real talk.
He's an F boy.
He is.
Johnny is an F boy. So he's talking about all the good gnocchi he gonna get.
Nah,
that's what it was for.
Bao slaughtered that. Bao slaughtered that because most of the time when you get into like these little cheating situations, it's because the other woman is seeing the value in you because you're a married man.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
She said no, so he has no more value.
No. I'm not saying he doesn't have value. I'm gonna tell you why I don't think he has. I'm gonna tell you why I think he played it the way he did. No matter what happened, he wanted to be married. He wanted to stay married. And the thing about a woman is they want to know, most women, and I'm not speaking for all, most women would like to know or feel that you're in a position that you feel like and that you're ready for marriage. And I think if people watch this TV show, which is a microcosm of Johnny, which means it's a concentrated version of him. It's just a small look. If they look at that and go, man, after all that nonsense he put that woman through, he turned a new leaf and he wanted to be with her. You can't pay for that game. On TV, I'm professing to you. So now you've told me no. I done put on these crocodile tears because he started to tear up when she said no. So now I done put on these crocodile tears like I was really hurt. Shoot, what I get? Now, if I said yes, and she said yes, then shoot, cool, but we ain't gonna be together 2-3 weeks from now.
I agree
with you. If I said yes and she said no, I look like it's all about the perception to Johnny. Johnny's about perception. And Key, I was with you on the whole friends thing, but I think he acts the way he acts in spite of how his friends think. Because his friends accept his behavior. Because apparently this is what he does.
I agree with what you're saying. However, I think too many people have the outside view of what he did wrong.
I agree.
So he can't recover from that.
I agree.
He can try, because most.
I don't agree he can't recover.
Matter of fact, most people in a relationship, when they break up, they can go tell their story. Well, this is why my relationship didn't work. They're never gonna get an opportunity to hear the other person's view. We got to see the other view. We got to see both views. So the people out there, they ain't choosing Johnny. Johnny be bad.
Yeah, no, now, if you didn't catch it, that's that Back to the Future reference. But here's the thing, and we're going to move on from here because I want to bring up a point about what Bao did. When you look at what Johnny was trying to accomplish, I think Johnny was on the show to be on the show. I don't think he ever wanted to be married. I don't think he ever was ready to be married. And I honestly feel like Bao was, because I think if you want to be married, you put in the work to try to be married.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been dating like he was. I think but he did say this. He was the last one of his friends to get married.
No, but even what I'm saying is, and all of us on here are, Jeff's married, and the other three of us, Key, myself, and you, have also been married. You work at it when you want to be there. When you want to be there, you work your ass off. Johnny didn't put in any kind of work.
He complained.
Throughout the season, he put in no work.
And that's a fact, because he was passing out that vanilla.
I mean, even in my marriage, as bad as it was, as second year was great, first and third year horrible for the both of us on both ends of the spectrum. We're both better off where we are. But at the end of the day, when we wanted to get it done, like we were trying, it was immaculate.
Yeah.
And I think when you want to do it, when you want to be married, you'll be married. People that don't want to be married, any little thing will knock them off the track. Any little thing. It doesn't matter what it is. Any little thing will knock them off the track. Unless, you got your circumstances, physical, mental abuse, things like that, cheating, those other, but once again, it takes two people to be in a marriage. That's why it's in a marriage. So if you can want it as bad as you want, which Bao did. I thought she changed a lot of who she was for it.
She did.
I thought she changed her life. She even said it. I lost my voice. I felt like I lost my voice. I am strong. I am successful. And I lost my voice to this dude who wasn't shit.
I got hella respect for Bao.
I got a bunch of respect for Bao. I inbox her right now. No, I won't, because I ain't ready for that. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I think that it's a situation where she did everything she could because she wanted to be married. Johnny did everything he could to not be married. And he got the result he wanted, which was to not be married, but appear like he wanted to be on this last part. Now, I felt, and y'all tell me if you disagree with me, I felt Johnny got everything he deserved when Bao said no.
I think he could have. Yeah. I think he could have gave it to him worse.
Yeah, like
she could have threw some of those 4-letter bombs in there, but Bao was stepping above that. Her shoes was not about to touch or walk anywhere near Johnny's foolishness again.
I think she could have said yes first,
and then changed her mind.
Straight.
No, I think she should have hit him with one of these. Nah. Like I think she should hit him with one of those. Nah.
Or bring her new boyfriend out. Like,
I bet he black.
This dude.
Key, what you think?
I'm sorry, Key.
Which part? It was the new boyfriend that caught me off guard.
I apologize. I did make your eye turn in. I apologize.
I agreed with Bao. She handled it with class. She handled it way better than I did. I would have. I will say that. She caught me off guard a little bit because when he said yes, she started smiling. So I got scared. Like I immediately was
like that thing threw me off. And I think, do you think she did that on purpose?
Yes. Yes. I think she wanted him to think that she was
She wanted him to feel that
rejection that he was
please.
Because we got the opposite when Gil and Merla. When Merla said yes, Gil looked uncomfortable. So I was like, so it was like the opposite effect. Like it was the opposite. So when she started smiling, I started calling Jeff's prayer warriors because I was like, Lord, I never watch this show again. She go back. I had already told y'all if she said yes on decision day, I was quitting past the remote.
No, you was not.
Yes, I was, because I don't agree with that emotional abuse. I can't co-sign on it. I can't co-sign on it. The devil lied again.
Key.
Listen, we good.
Like it is, married at first sight don't have nothing to do with past the remote.
They got a lot. I come back.
That's exactly what the prayer warriors were praying about, Key. They're praying for your attitude.
So praying for your attitude, Key. Warriors, and they told her to say no, and God
they were praying for your attitude, Key. They already knew the answer.
Good.
We got a whole nother show to do. What are you talking about?
No. As a matter of fact, I'm going on my Amazon tonight. It's gonna be a board slide through there real quick.
And the other show we talking about, y'all, man. Ready to Love. Check us out. Each and every Monday, live.
At 8 o'clock. Eastern.
8 o'clock.
Eastern Standard Time, 8 o'clock. If you haven't checked out Ready to Love, on and straight up. If you like Married at First Sight, it's a different vibe.
Yeah, it's a lot different.
But it is interesting. Very, very, very interesting. All right. So let's go on to the next. Agree or disagree with them?
Oh, yes, I agree with that.
You agree with it?
They need. Yeah, I'm so glad Johnny about to be off my TV. The Lord is good all the time.
All the time?
All the time, God.
She always leaving, Perp. She always trying to leave, Perp.
She just a disgruntled employee.
That's all it is.
You know what I'm saying? Once we start signing them checks.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. All right, now. Next couple was Ryan. He enters decision day a little nervously, and although he and Brett agree that there were some things that bonded them, including the shared competitiveness, Dr. Pepper called Ryan on his behavior. And here we go.
She's a supportive woman. Yep. She is.
Nope, that's the wrong one.
Well, you could start with that because that's how it started.
Yeah, but I want to come back to that one.
Okay.
I want to come back to that one because Ryan, what he did was in lieu of that. So,
But I don't understand how a respectful and good guy starts a dating app before the marriage is actually over. What were you thinking?
No, we talked about that significantly, and I'm forever apologetic that you had to get that message from your friend. I hope that you genuinely believe me when I say that that wasn't my intentions at all. I never meant for that to happen.
But it didn't happen. You did it.
let me say this before we get started. I am an 10th grade English teacher. And one of the things we have to cover is answering the goddamn question.
Language.
This ninja did not answer the question. In that instance, he gave me Corey vibes. From Ready to Love.
Definitely Corey vibes.
Straight Corey vibes.
Yes.
Yes, we suck again. Like, dude, answer the question. They asked you a very direct question. What were you thinking when you signed up for a dating app while you were still married? Key question. You get a phone call.
I think we've been down this road before.
I think we've been here before.
Signed up for a dating app while you were still married. What is your reaction?
Get out my house. I don't care if you pay the bills or not.
Get out.
Get out.
Yo.
Right now.
Nah.
It's the end of you and me.
Oh, man.
Because I'm not paying for it.
Let me ask you something, Key.
What's up?
How many family members you put out your house?
I only put the man.
Yo, I love y'all, but y'all got to get up out of here.
I got that Martin Payne thing going on.
Nah,
you got to go.
Nah, it's the Russell Simmons. God bless you. Thanks for coming out. Good night.
Oh, that's funny.
You got to do that.
Oh man.
All right, so
where's me?
And then, well, prior to that, I want to ask y'all a question after playing this clip.
She's a supportive woman.
Yep.
She is funny as crap. She is outgoing. She is a ride or die chick forever.
I didn't know she was taking her earrings off to
No,
fight me.
No. She's compassionate. She's empathetic. And but she's got her issues. She's got her challenges. But as far as wife material, she's wife material.
Hey, so Ibrahim, did you find Brett to be wife material from what we saw? Did you find her to be wife material?
Yes. And I'm gonna leave my out of it. Nah, you know what? I thought she was ready. I definitely feel like she, outside of her communication, because I think she does have poor communication, I feel like she really would have given her all to him.
Key, what you think?
Yes, I agree with Ibby. I think that she would have given him everything if he would have wanted it. Because that's one thing. You can give somebody everything that you have, but if they're not receptive to it, then it's not going to go anywhere. And she started out trying to pour into him, and he wasn't receptive. I think she was ready. We hear rumors. We don't know what's true and what's not, but based off of what we saw on TV, I feel like she was ready.
Okay. I get that, but
who don't like mashed potatoes?
Who don't like mashed potatoes? Wait, y'all gonna tell me what that means?
In the green room, Key. In the green room, Key.
She ain't got a tan.
I don't know what that means.
She need a tan. She's pasty like mashed potatoes, but she's still a beautiful woman, I think.
I think she's a beautiful woman. I do. Jeff.
Yo, she actually said something earlier that I paid attention to. I think she was ready, but when they were talking, she talked about the feelings, and she said she was actually in the same place that he was at, but you go and you create those feelings, and then you go on from there. So, she talked about, like, I think they were riding in the car one time, and she just kind of looked at him. She was like, you know what? I could see myself doing this or something like that. And I think that's what she was expecting of him to do, because she was, like y'all said, she was ready to jump in there, head first and be all in. But because of his lack of trying and just waiting for the magic fairy dust to fall on their marriage, it just fell apart.
Yeah, I can agree. I can agree that.
I got a real quick question. I already know what she gonna say, but has anybody ever had to make a public apology? Or maybe the people watching, have you ever had to make
I ain't gonna mess up no more.
No, I have not.
They know your answer, Keith.
I mean, but I don't know. I don't believe in apologies. So no.
I have never had to make a public apology, but when I apologize, I know I had to put my actions behind the apology. Like, it could just be something like, okay, yeah, I had to show that I was apologetic.
I just think that a sincere apology from Ryan will go a long way with just their friendship, not even necessarily the marriage, but just their friendship.
See, I don't think he was genuine in his apology, because he was not. When you're contrite, you admit to what you did. You tell the whys. You tell whatever it is. That's when you're contrite. You, like, there is nothing left for the person to try to understand, because you bring them understanding into your thought process, whether they agree with it or not. You bring them into your thought process. And I think that this is why I think that Ryan was not contrite, in the sense of he continued to dance around. I apologize for my actions. Well, why do you think that what about your actions was wrong? And why did you do what you did? Like, what about this made you feel like it was okay to do? And I think that he never explained it. He just heaped on apology upon apology. And even if you get off the dating app, what's done is done, especially under the circumstance of which you didn't even want to touch your wife.
I think we're gonna really find out on the reunion show.
Come on with the reunion, bro. I need some answers here.
I need it to not be 2 weeks out.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
I hate to tell you.
Did you just search it?
I can't wait that long.
But I look. Hold on.
I can't.
Look again. I can't take 2 weeks, because here's the thing: we doing 2 shows a week right now.
So what we gonna do?
No, we gonna go to 1 show a week once.
You don't want to talk one?
Talk about
two? Actually, you do 3 shows a week if you want to be for real.
Yeah,
I got 2 shows
right
now.
now.
I got 2 shows right now. We can do those.
Okay. All right. So let's move on while she's checking that out. Okay.
I got you.
I think this was the easiest one. There's no need to really check. But ultimately, the duo decides they're better off as friends in one season's least shocking decision. Brett and Ryan agree that they want a divorce. Then we get to the piece.
Oh, God.
Resist on.
Wait, we about to talk about Michaela and Zach.
Yeah, we are.
Tonight.
You waiting on that? Damn. It's like a nigga at the strip club with $2.
Oh, God.
Like, you been waiting all night.
I had a good night with $2 in the strip club.
Oh, God.
Talk about recycling.
Hey, man, listen. He waiting for that right one to give it to.
Boy, cue the clip or something.
Begin their decision day. Sit down with a positive note as they both reveal to the experts that they see this marriage as a learning experience. They both learned something. Zach let her out to read some points he wants to make, including how much he loves. How much, before we get into the clip,
I think his mom wrote that note.
I think his publicist wrote that note, but how much he loves Michaela.
I think his mama wrote that note.
This exchange led to this.
I just remember, like, when I first met you guys, like walking into the rooms. I was so happy to have an opportunity to meet someone like her. And you guys did that. Because outside of my mom, you were the most amazing woman that I know.
I can't. I'm done. I'm so done. Oh, God. Oh, Lord, bless it. Bless it, Lord. Oh.
Okay, I got the news.
Wait.
There's too many buttons.
And now for these words from MetroTap.
This episode is brought to you by MetroTap. The new digital business card allows you to instantly share social media, payment apps, music, and more. With a personalized QR code and advanced analytics with no monthly fees. At MetroTap, they take the work out of networking. Go to metrotap.me and use the promo code CRUX for 15% off of your purchase of any device. That's metrotap.me, promo code CRUX for 15% off.
All right, Key, what's the news?
Okay, so there is a show next week, but it's 2 parts.
It's a 2-part reunion?
It's a 2-part reunion. So part 1 is
I figured that. I figured it would be a 2-part reunion.
I just confirmed it.
So we're back again.
Y'all gonna see us for 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks, man. You love us though.
I mean, they in here. They want to see us.
What else better you got to do on a Thursday night?
I mean, I'm with it, but
no.
4 more hours of
this.
Bump that. I'm trying to see how fat. What's up with Gil's beard?
Man, let's just get into it.
Where do you start? Where do you start?
I'm trying. I swear I am. Like,
you know how many weeks I sat on this show
and defended him?
I defended
Zachary.
And I tried to make sense of the bees in the tree. I tried to tell y'all to stop picking at him for being sensitive because men have feelings and it's mental health.
You did.
Awareness month for men this month.
November?
And I tried, yes.
Okay.
It is.
I got mental health issues.
You should do a show about it. But anyway, I tried. I sat and I looked at this show and I said so many curse words. Beep, beep, beep. And I said, I'm gonna let y'all just say whatever y'all got to say tonight. I ain't got nothing to say.
And we didn't have no beeps. We don't have no beeps.
You don't got no, that's what I say, you know, my show clean. I said beeps.
You say beeps. Okay.
It was very bad words.
Yeah.
No,
I get it.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. When all us used to be married folks and married folk, when you had an issue with your woman or your man or your other, you don't go to bed. You try not to go to bed, man. You try to always at least get in the bed together and go to sleep, right? I think that this fool done got out the bed. Why you get out the bed? It's not gonna work. When you sleep in another room, so now I could just sit here on my phone. I could do what Ryan doing, setting up dating apps. I could holler at a shorty I know. I could do whatever I want because you're not looking. I'm not forced to, but I'm choosing to do something outside of the marriage because you left the room. You left the relationship. You dipping. So, like, I don't get that. I don't get that mentality because even in my marriage, in my 11 and a half years, I might have slept on the couch a couple times, but that's because I was wrong. But ultimately, when she would say to me, yo, we need to split up, I'm like, yo, how we gonna work though? Because I'm telling you right now, you walk out that door, I'm not working with you.
Yeah.
You can only work on me within these walls. When you feel trapped, well, then go. You know what I'm saying? You can't work on something outside of it. That's like having a broken alternator, but you don't open the hood. I'm gonna go get my car washed, but my alternator broke.
You ain't going nowhere.
You ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
The man. Somebody needs. Oh, he need a Big Brother program. Can he join your AAU? Can he join your AAU team? Because
no, he's a counselor,
right?
No,
he needs some serious mental help.
He'd have to talk to Brother CL about that because he runs the AAU program.
Good Lord.
I think that in the sense of whatever we watched, when it comes to the two of them, Michaela and Zach, it's just two people that have no utter clue what relationships are supposed to be about. They are so toxic within themselves. And I hate using the word toxic because I hate using hot button words. But like for Zach to honestly believe, let's say we take it as a regular relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Key.
What's up?
Guy comes to you and says, now y'all in a relationship. You in the relationship. It's established. He's asked you to be his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I want to break up, but still work on us.
This happened to me.
God damn it.
Again?
Yo.
This
Whoa.
to me.
Yo, yeah.
That reminds me of two movies. That reminds me of two movies.
Where am I coming up with this? Where are we
Yo,
at?
what happened? How did you do that?
No, you remember the movie Hall Pass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of it worked. No matter what they was doing out there, none of it worked.
The boy were going to sleep at like 7 though. So I mean,
come on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why did I get married? He was running the street. He didn't even know he wanted to take a break.
Terrible.
Listen, you
I mean,
cannot
bad little pass. I'm sorry.
You cannot have. I don't care if the woman is toxic. Forget the fact that she's toxic, she crazy, she all of that. Hurricane K. Forget that. You cannot have a serious relationship with anyone and go, I need a break.
You gonna break all right.
But I'm gonna work on it with you.
We gonna work on us. And he seems so frustrated.
Like, nobody getting it. Nobody gets it.
Because a no is a no. A no is a no. A no is a straight no.
I told you, you can't keep rejecting that woman.
No, sir. Answer the question. Yes or no?
He want that nookie pop.
He did want the nookie.
That's all he wanted. He wanted the nookie without the commitment.
Yeah. He wanted the gnocchi without no holes in it.
Listen,
And
I
that's,
don't-
and that's the title of the episode tonight.
So why don't you say that? That's the thing.
But I think that
Nah, listen, I done put myself in some crazy situations, but real talk, you might get away with being with a woman and not being in a relationship with her for a little bit, but after a while, she gonna want more, or you gonna want more, or the dude gonna want more. But come on,
but CL says
you signed up for more and said no.
CL says that all women want one thing. What's that one thing, Key?
More.
More. And
That man got less.
For you to believe that you could sit here on national television and embarrass this woman.
I did feel bad for her. I did feel bad for her.
And I'm gonna tell you why I feel bad for her. I'm gonna tell you why I feel bad for her.
I knew it was coming. She knew it was coming.
I don't think she really knew it was coming because I'm gonna tell you why. I think that had they had him go first, her reaction would have been different.
Oh yeah.
But they had her go first. And she went first confidently. If you notice that smile on her face, because of everything he had said up to that point. All that crying, and she must love me unless she's crazy.
He said you as great as my mama.
You next to my woman, you are the greatest woman I ever met.
Did y'all watch any of the unfiltered episodes?
Yeah, I did.
Yo, when Michaela was at one of the unfiltered ones, she specifically said that he would love bomb.
That's what he doing.
He went Nagasaki and Hiroshima on her.
Yeah, he dropped the
He had to
Hiroshima.
do it like that.
He did. I'm not gonna front. In that moment, I was like, "Damn, Toxic Love about to win out this mug."
Yo,
and
like
he goes, "I'm gonna have to say no."
But what I would say is that's that hood love that Ibby be talking about.
No. That's that dude that I smacked up a few times in the hood.
I just feel like, to me, like, I just thought it was extremely, especially if she went first. Like he could have said, he could have stopped it. Like he could say, "Hey, let me go first." And then I'm gonna tell you the worst part about it all. For me, worst part about it all is he was completely confused as to why nobody understood his reasoning.
Chill.
Jeff, what?
So
Jeff.
there's a couple things I'm taking away from this one. All right. If the ultimate goal is to be married and you found the woman who next to your mama is the greatest woman you've ever known, why not stay and put the work in? Why not do this, that, and the third? Because at the end of it, your goal is to get right back where you are now, and that's married to her. So somebody once told me this, and it's something I hold true to today, and that was like, never stop dating your wife. Like, your wife is your girlfriend, your wife is this, your wife is all those things that you need. So this is it. So I don't know what else he's expecting, because I mean, for what it's worth, I think Michaela tried to put the work in. She ain't there yet, but she's a little better from where she started off the season. So I feel like saying no to her, and he should know who the type of woman she is. Saying no to her in that situation where she was almost expecting a yes, there's no coming back from that.
Nah, but apparently it was, because at the final meetup, she done changed her mind. But we'll get to the final meetup. Let's get into this last crew.
I think that was production, though. Real quick, I think that really was production with them, because I'm watching this series. I forget what it's called. I'm trying to find it right now. I'll come back with it later. But I'm watching this series that talks about Jerry Springer and all the talk show hosts in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? And
what's that on?
I forget what it's called. I'm trying to find it right now.
What's it on?
I think it's either Hulu or Netflix.
Okay, we got to get that in the What You Watching segment.
But it explains how these producers created these shows or created the drama that we saw when we was watching Jerry Springer and Jenny Jones and all of that. And that led to this platform of reality show. And that's what I think that really the reality show crap actually came out with Zach and McKay.
I think she was batshit crazy.
But
no, that's 100% fact, but they played on it.
But I'm gonna tell you what I think though. After this episode in particular,
I feel like he gaslit her and he made her act like that.
I think there was things. I think there was
feel like stuff off camera.
There was things that was done off camera that gaslit her.
Yeah, and made her act like
made
that.
her act the way she acted. Because now, if you just do that off top, then you just off your motherfucking rocker.
It was the magic stick.
No, if you can hit once,
you can hit twice. That's the lyrics. That's what they say. That's what 50 said.
He knocked all them cobwebs off that.
I don't think she had now.
Oh Lord,
we ain't gonna get into that.
All right, now let's get into the Spice King and Rachel. They entered Decision Day with a clear path in front of them as they reflect on some of the good and bad moments in their relationship, including the fight that almost ended it all, the lockout. It was so bad it had an old episode named after it.
Right.
Ultimately, they decided to stay together. Key, what are your thoughts on? Because I think their kind of Decision Day and Brett and Ryan's Decision Day were kind of blah. What do you think about their decision to stay together?
I don't think it's gonna last. I'm not a fan of them together. I feel like a lot of the touchy-feely love you stuff was for the cameras. I don't think it was real. I feel like Jose showed us who he really was when he locked her out. And that was that wasn't even like a red flag for me. That was like a whole red like street. Like it was like
was it a stop sign?
It was like the whole street was lit. It was painted red. Like the whole thing said stop. Like the whole, what street you live on, like the whole thing.
And Rachel kept going.
And I just feel like that's who he is deep within. And the problems that they have with communication, like it's so terrible to be with somebody that just simply doesn't listen to you or that doesn't value your opinion. I was hoping she said no. I felt like she was going to say yes, but I was hoping she said no.
Yeah. Jeff, what did you think?
To be honest, I wasn't surprised by their answers, but I want to see them. I think what she said, like she's never been in a relationship past like the summer or something like that. Like I want to see that other version of her that she kept talking about, like when she's off of work over the summertime. I want to see how they're gonna work with that and see if that's like the make or break for their marriage.
I think they're done as soon as it's time to go on vacation because he gonna be like, baby, let's go to California.
Yeah.
She ain't with it.
Nah.
She kept talking about going to Europe.
Did you know what? I honestly think on some real that if he had said, you know what? Let's figure out how we can at least budget in one big trip every other year. Mm-hmm. We could do one local trip for me 1 year and one big trip for you. So you could get a chance to go to Switzerland and Italy and all of these things that we really can't afford. If we figure out a way to do that, that would have said a lot to his ability to compromise and his control issues.
Okay, I get that. That makes a lot of sense.
Then he would have got that. It would have made all the spice come out of him.
Hey, you know what I mean? He got that. He's sprinkling it on there. All right. Key. Key. Final meetup. What was your biggest takeaway from the final meetup?
Michaela, she worked my nerves because
everyone I had, she was on everyone.
Like, I feel like between the meetup and the actual Decision Day, Zach got into her head because he actually had got into her head when they had that last trip.
Yeah.
when he told us then that he was gonna say no. Basically,
he
warned us then. Like I said, I went into this thinking Zach was gonna say no until he started crying.
It wasn't a warning; it was reality.
Yeah.
That man said it,
and he basically said, "Okay, well, no, it wasn't basically." He said, "Just because I say no on decision day, that doesn't mean it's over. We can
doesn't
still
mean
work."
it's over.
So her like taking up for him and saying that she's willing to see where it goes, like I feel like she did it because she has attachment issues. And with her attachment issues, she jeopardizes her own love for herself to keep somebody near her. And that's what it is. She'll say anything, she'll do anything just not to be by herself anymore. So she wants Zach to stay, even though it's gonna hurt. So that really, really irritated my spirit. The rest of the meetup I felt like was fine. Everybody was
honest and honest. All right, Ibby.
What was the question? Because I was looking for that show.
Okay. What's your biggest takeaway from what was your biggest takeaway from the final meetup between the group?
They boring.
Sir.
I just feel like no. I mean them as not the show. I'm talking about them as people. Because I feel like they'll say anything. Oh, I'm gonna agree with you on this point, and I'm gonna agree with you on that point, and I definitely feel like everybody should have jumped on Zach punk ass.
Yes.
Yes.
But
yes.
Zach's demeanor was like, I don't want to be there.
Yeah,
all of his body language was like he didn't want to be there.
His problem was, and this is what I'm talking about, production. He was ready to get away from the cameras. He was tired of looking like the Mitch that he is. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted to play the game for himself. Oh, let me find this woman. I'm going to go play the game. You know what I'm saying? But they like, nah, brother, you agreed to this. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the big thing there. Oh, we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about this and that. And bump all that. You know what I'm saying? Just I definitely feel like that outside the cameras, they probably are all still talking to each other. Like they're all cool because I think the vibe between all of them as a group was real. But they still boring ass people. They need to get their whole life together because some of them got some real ones and some of them got some duds.
Yeah, they do. I agree. Jail Curb 1. What's that?
It's supposed to say he's.
Okay. He's not masculine enough. So that's why he bounced. I agree. Jeff.
I thought that last meeting was completely unnecessary, to be honest with you, because at this point, what else we got to talk about? This some stuff y'all could have shared via text or email, and y'all could do the final shot of them driving away.
Yeah,
that would have worked. I think Gil and Mirla were trying out for couples cam. That's what they were doing.
They ain't gonna make it with that beard.
They not gonna make me, period.
But other than that, man, like I get what Eve's saying. Like as a group, maybe they're good friends and all that other type of stuff. But like that whole meeting, they were literally just saying the same thing we already knew the entire season, the entire year. So
yeah,
I like the show. I honestly like the show. I'm not even fronting because it builds conversation, relationship conversation. You can learn from the show. You can learn from yourself by applying what you see, because there's different types of people, and you could be one of those people on the show. Like see yourself in that. So I do like the show. I'm not even.
You gonna apply some of them Zach tactics?
Nah, I'm gonna stay single. I ain't love bombing nobody. I might drop a bomb, but I ain't love bombing.
All right. Now it's time for the What You Watching segment. The What You Watching segment is brought to you by Unfiltered. Head over to unfilteredforever.com for everything from tees to tech suits to leggings for the ladies. And it's hoodie season, so head over to unfilteredforever.com. Grab you one of those hoodies. They just started the kids section, so go ahead and find you an unfiltered kids hoodie or a beanie. They all on the website unfilteredforever.com. And remember, there is a science to being you. So we're gonna come back to you, Eve, because you're still searching. Key, what you watching?
I am currently watching A Different World on Amazon Prime and Degrassi.
Degrassi? Ain't that
Degrassi? That's with Aubrey. Yes.
That's
like who? Wheelchair Jimmy over there.
Yeah, that's like my favorite show.
Jeff,
like,
why do you know that?
Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. I just know. I'm supposed to know.
But I
watched the grass grow too.
I didn't watch A Different World when it came out. Like,
so what season and episode are you on the
You better not be watching season 1. That's all I'm saying. You better not be watching season 1.
Watching season 1.
I
just started it like 3 days ago.
Season 1 straight.
But I didn't. I just want to know
what you said. What you said, Jeff?
Season 1, they were the HBCU, man. That was like South Carolina. It's like USC down there.
Hey, listen. All I'm saying is, you got to look at who the main character was, and she just wanted her own show. That's all it is.
Listen, you can go in there when they start going in and out the cafeteria. You see the Caucasian students placed specifically around the cafeteria,
which is true.
Came on NBC, of course they did that.
Which is true, but I think when they got it right, I still think there was some validity in the episode in that season, and I think seasons 2 on were just very, very good, especially the different topics that they covered. So keys on that. Ibby, what you on?
Okay, so this show is called God damn it. You got that damn quick. I'm sorry. All right. I got it. It's called The Dark Side of the 90s. But they specifically talk about trash TV in one of the episodes. It comes on Vice. Now I saw it on Hulu, but it comes on Vice. So it's one of them Vice shows. But it specifically talks about how Jerry Springer got his start, Geraldo Rivera, Jenny Jones when she had the court case, Ricky
Lake.
Ricky Lake, Oprah Winfrey. Like, it talks about all of it. And
talking about a different world. Tempest Bledsoe had a show too.
Yep. He definitely. But my man did bring up Tempest Bledsoe, but he was like a Vanessa somebody. He did play him, but he did. Yeah, Tempest Bledsoe show was trash though.
How do I know?
Because I watched it.
Tempest Bledsoe show.
I watched it.
No, I did not.
Same reason
I watched like 3 episodes and then don't remember none of it.
My homeboy Emery drove the bus for New Jersey Transit and called me up one day and said, "Yo, I got a couple tickets to a talk show."
Good Lord.
And so he took me and my boy Kev down to Midtown Manhattan. We walked in and it was the Tempest Bled show, and it was probably one of the most boringest pieces of crap I had ever been on in my life.
Did he drive you in the Hyundai with the wobbly wheel in the back?
The Hyundai? He never had a Hyundai?
Yes, he did.
No, he had a Civic.
Before he had the blue Civic, he had the red Hyundai with the wobbly wheel.
He did. Nah. We was actually in the Integra. When he had got the Integra.
Okay.
The Ack Integra. Yeah, when he was with that girl that was on some other stuff. But anyway.
But they had some nice t-shirts. I'm gonna say
they did. They did have some nice matching t-shirts.
Unfiltered need some of them t-shirts.
Nah, cuz we good. All right.
Make my own.
What I'm watching, I watch MasterChef. The last season of MasterChef. I'm on the season finale. And the prior to it, I learned how to make, which is why I'm using it. I learned how to make gnocchi. And I'm trying to go through it. I did it about once or twice, and I can't
I done watched a lot of cooking shows, and gnocchi is probably one of the hardest ones.
Yeah, gnocchi is between the flour and you use potatoes to make the pasta. And pasta made with potatoes is extremely hard, extremely difficult.
A lot of time.
But yeah, it's a lot of time. Yeah.
If you watch Master Chef, watch Triple D.
I do watch Triple D.
I love Triple
D. That show.
I
like Guy
Fieri. The problem is they don't give me the portions of the stuff they throwing in there. No, I
need making my own.
No.
What is Triple D?
Diners, drives, and dives.
Yeah. Listen, if you gonna come with big snack energy, you gonna have to
gotta know what Triple D is.
No. You ain't got to know what Triple D is. You just got to know when Walmart open and when Walmart closed. That's all you got to know.
All right, let's get into the last segment. Now, this is a total twist. It's the Who You Riding With segment. It's brought to you by the Southern Elegance Candle Company, where modern values meet Southern charm. Visit secandleco.com. Use the promo code CRUX. That's CRUX for 15% off all regularly priced items. That is secandleco.com. Promo code CRUX, where they lovingly craft each scent and city combination to elicit a fond memory to whisk you back to pure joy. So, my question is, Key, who you riding with to be a couple on the next episode?
Bow and Zach.
Oh, Bow and Zach.
She did throw some shots.
She did.
Okay,
she
Bow
did
and Zach. Ibby, who you riding with as a couple on the next episode?
I don't like none of them. Bump them all, but I'm gonna go with the safe route because they're gonna play. I think they're gonna play it safe on TV, and that's gonna be Jose and Rachel.
Okay. Big Muffins.
I'm gonna go with Pastor Kyle and Brett because you say the way he was looking at her and the way he was complimenting her. Pastor Kyle and Brett.
He reminded me of Malcolm X.
You see him took off the glasses. She is
when he was
smart.
Malcolm Little.
She is enthusiastic. She is beautiful. She is a ride or die chick.
Those was affirmations.
That was more than affirmations. That was.
And then he grabbed that champagne bottle and said, "Let's toast."
Those is invitations. She about to be first lady.
Safe bet is Jose and Rachel. I think they stuck with each other.
All right. I'm gonna go with Dr. Pepper and Ibby.
Yo, this segment is brought to you by Dr. That old dusty box.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
All right, y'all, man. Thank you for rocking with us, man. On another Thursday. We'll see you guys next week for the reunion show. Ibby, tell them where they can catch you at, man.
You can find me on Instagram. That's BIGKIDEMVI. Big Kid Envy. Holla at your boy.
Key, where can they find you?
You can find Micro Speak with Key each and every Wednesday wherever you get your podcast for free. You can find the podcast Instagram at MCS with Key. You can find me at The Diary of Key, and that's on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, everywhere social media, The Diary of Key, and that's one Y. And Clubhouse is 2.
That dude Jeff, where can they find you at?
Ladies and gentlemen, come holler at your boy at @thatdude_Jeff on Instagram, man. We'll be looking for you. Fun stuff happening. More bird videos.
The parrot videos is really.
Yo.
Hey, listen.
I love them joints.
Hey, listen, I love them joints, man. Keep it up, my brother. Keep it up. That last one was dope. It's funny how you did that in Keys watching Different World.
Exactly. Watch this. Why I said she better get off of season 1.
All right, man. And you can catch me and my cohorts, CL and Neek, on Relationship Status each and every Monday and Wednesday. REL STAT podcast. Catch us on all podcast platforms and at relationshipstatuspodcast.com. Where you can listen to every episode, all 100 and so many 200 some odd episodes. You can catch us. Also, if you want to join the conversation, relstatpodcast@gmail.com. And or the hotline 843-310-8637. If you're trying to start a podcast, them guys at Crux Media, they got you from top to bottom, from merch to starting your podcast. It is info@cruxmediagroupllc.com. And for everybody here, for Ibby, that dude Jeff, and Key, we are out.